Hello, and welcome back to Senior Daily Living. I'm so glad you're here today. If you've been told you have high blood pressure, or if you're working to keep your blood pressure in a healthy range, you're not alone. Millions of seniors are managing this condition every single day. And the good news is that the foods you eat can make a real difference. Today, we're going to talk about creating a heart-healthy meal plan specifically designed for high blood pressure. We'll cover what foods help, what foods to limit, and I'll give you practical meal ideas you can start using right away. This isn't about complicated diets or giving up everything you love. It's about making smart, simple choices that support your heart and help you feel your best. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk about eating well for your heart. Why food matters for blood pressure. Before we dive into what to eat, let's talk briefly about why food makes such a difference. Your blood pressure is affected by several things you can control, and what you eat is one of the most powerful. Certain nutrients help your blood vessels relax, reduce inflammation, and help your body get rid of excess sodium. Other foods can raise your blood pressure by causing your body to retain water or making your blood vessels constrict. The eating plan that's been studied the most for high blood pressure is called the DASH diet, that stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. But don't worry, you don't need to follow a strict diet. We're going to use the principles from this research to create meals that work for real life. The 3 keys to remember. Here are the 3 simple principles we'll focus on. First, we want to reduce sodium, that's salt. Too much sodium makes your body hold on to water, which increases blood pressure. Second, we want to increase potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These minerals help balance sodium and support healthy blood pressure. Third, we want to include plenty of fiber and healthy fats that support your overall heart health. That's it. Those 3 principles will guide everything we talk about today. Fruits and vegetables. Your heart's best friends. Let's start with the foods you'll want to include more of. And fruits and vegetables are at the top of the list. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens are rich in potassium and magnesium. If fresh greens are too much work, frozen works just as well. You can add a handful of spinach to soups, omelets, or even smoothies. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries are packed with compounds that help your blood vessels stay flexible. Keep frozen berries on hand for oatmeal or yogurt. Bananas are famous for their potassium content. 1 medium banana gives you about 400 milligrams of potassium. Sweet potatoes are another potassium powerhouse, and they're naturally sweet and satisfying. Beets, whether fresh, canned, or as juice, have been shown in studies to help lower blood pressure. Even pickled beets count. Aim for at least 4 to 5 servings of vegetables and 4 to 5 servings of fruits each day. A serving is smaller than you think: half a cup of cooked vegetables, 1 cup of raw leafy greens, or 1 medium piece of fruit. Whole grains for steady energy. Whole grains provide fiber, which helps with blood pressure control and keeps you feeling full. Good choices include oatmeal, brown rice, whole wheat bread, quinoa, and barley. If you're used to white bread or white rice, try switching half the time to start. Your body will adjust, and you'll likely find you enjoy the heartier taste and texture. Lean proteins. Fish is excellent for heart health, especially fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These contain omega-3 fatty acids that fight inflammation. Aim for fish twice a week if possible. Chicken and turkey without the skin are lean options. Beans and lentils are wonderful plant-based proteins that also give you fiber and potassium. Canned beans are perfectly fine. Just rinse them well to reduce sodium. Eggs are fine in moderation and very nutritious. Low-fat dairy. Milk, yogurt, and cheese can be part of your plan, but choose low-fat or fat-free versions. These give you calcium and protein without the saturated fat that can affect your heart. Greek yogurt is particularly good because it's high in protein and can be used in many ways on its own with berries, in smoothies, or even as a sour cream substitute. Nuts, seeds, and healthy fats. A small handful of unsalted nuts, almonds, walnuts, pistachios provides healthy fats, magnesium, and fiber. Olive oil and avocado oil are excellent for cooking and salad dressings. Avocados are rich in potassium and healthy fats. Half an avocado on whole grain toast makes a wonderful breakfast or snack. Now let's talk about what to reduce. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Sodium, the main concern. Most people get far too much sodium, and most of it doesn't come from the salt shaker. It comes from processed and restaurant foods. High sodium foods to limit. Canned soups, unless labeled low sodium. Deli meats and cured meats like bacon, ham, and sausage. Frozen dinners and packaged meals. Salty snacks like chips and crackers. Pickled foods. Soy sauce, salad dressings, and condiments. Restaurant meals, especially fast food. Practical tips for reducing sodium. Look for no salt added or low sodium versions of canned goods. Rinse canned beans and vegetables before using them. Cook more meals at home where you control the salt. Use herbs and spices for flavor instead of salt, garlic, onion, lemon juice, vinegar, black pepper, cumin, basil, oregano, and rosemary all add wonderful flavor. When you do use salt, measure it rather than shaking freely. Most doctors recommend keeping sodium under 2,300 milligrams per day, and ideally closer to 1,500 milligrams if you have high blood pressure. To put that in perspective, 1 teaspoon of table salt contains about 2,300 milligrams of sodium. Saturated and trans fats. Limit fatty cuts of red meat, full-fat dairy products, butter and lard, fried foods, baked goods made with shortening or partially hydrogenated oils. These fats can contribute to narrowed arteries and heart disease over time. Sugary foods and drinks. Added sugars can contribute to weight gain, which affects blood pressure. Limit sugary sodas, sweetened teas, candy, cookies, and pastries. If you want something sweet, fruit is always a better choice. Alcohol. If you drink alcohol, do so in moderation. For most people, that means no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men. Alcohol can raise blood pressure, especially when consumed in larger amounts. Let me give you a simple 3-day meal plan to show you how this all comes together. Feel free to mix and match based on what you like and what's available. Day 1. Breakfast. Bowl of oatmeal made with low-fat milk, topped with sliced banana and a sprinkle of cinnamon, a handful of unsalted walnuts, cup of herbal tea or water. Morning snack. Small apple with 1 tablespoon of unsalted almond butter. Lunch. Large salad with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, shredded carrots. Grilled chicken breast, about 3 ounces. Olive oil and lemon juice dressing. Whole grain roll. Water with lemon. Afternoon snack. Low-fat plain yogurt with fresh berries. Dinner. Baked salmon, about 4 ounces, with herbs and lemon. Steamed broccoli. Brown rice, ½ cup cooked. Small side salad. Water. Evening snack, if needed. Handful of unsalted almonds. Day 2. Breakfast. 2 scrambled eggs cooked in a little olive oil. Whole wheat toast. Half an avocado, sliced. Fresh orange slices. Coffee or tea. Morning snack. Low-fat cottage cheese with cucumber slices. Lunch. Vegetable soup made with low-sodium broth. You can make a big batch and freeze portion. Whole grain crackers, low sodium. Baby carrots with hummus. Water. Afternoon snack. Pair with a small piece of low-fat cheese. Dinner. Skinless chicken breast seasoned with garlic, paprika, and herbs. Baked sweet potato. Sautéed spinach with garlic. Water with cucumber. Evening snack. A few whole grain crackers with natural peanut butter. Day 3. Breakfast. Greek yogurt, parfait with berries, ground flax seeds, and a drizzle of honey. whole grain toast, herbal tea, morning snack, banana, lunch, turkey and vegetable wrap using a whole wheat tortilla with lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and mustard, not mayo, side of bell pepper slices. Water, afternoon snack, trail mix made with unsalted nuts and dried fruit. Watch portion size. Dinner, stir-fried vegetables, bell peppers, snap peas, carrots, onions, with tofu or shrimp, brown rice, steamed edamame on the side, water with fresh mint. Evening snack, a few squares of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher in moderation. Shopping smart. When you're at the grocery store, spend most of your time around the perimeter. That's where the fresh fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and dairy are located. The center aisles tend to have more processed foods. Read nutrition labels, especially the sodium content. If one serving has more than 400 milligrams of sodium, consider it high and look for alternatives. Buy frozen fruits and vegetables when fresh isn't convenient. They're just as nutritious and often less expensive. Meal preparation made easy. You don't have to cook elaborate meals every day. Here are some time-saving strategies. Batch cooking. Make a big pot of soup, chili, or whole grains on the weekend and apportion them out for the week. Pre-cut vegetables. Either buy them pre-cut or spend 20 minutes chopping vegetables when you get home from the store. Use a slow cooker. Put ingredients in the morning and come home to a ready meal. Keep it simple. A piece of grilled fish, a baked sweet potato, and steamed vegetables is a perfect, simple meal. Eating out. When dining out, don't be afraid to ask questions and make requests. Ask for sauces and dressings on the side. Request that your meal be prepared without added salt. Choose grilled, baked, or steamed options instead of fried. Split an entree with a friend or immediately box up half for tomorrow. Skip the bread basket or ask them not to bring it. Staying hydrated. Don't forget about water. Staying well hydrated helps your body function properly, including regulating blood pressure. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water daily, unless your doctor has given you different guidance. Reading your body. As you make these changes, pay attention to how you feel. Many people notice they have more energy, sleep better, and feel less bloated when they reduce sodium. Some people see improvements in their blood pressure readings within just a few weeks. Keep a simple food diary for the first few weeks if it helps you stay on track. You don't need anything fancy. Just jot down what you eat and how you feel. This seems like a lot of change. If this feels overwhelming, remember, you don't have to change everything at once. Pick 1 or 2 things to focus on this week. Maybe it's adding 1 extra serving of vegetables each day, or switching to low-sodium soup. Next week, add another change. Small steps add up to big results. I'm on a fixed income. Eating healthy doesn't have to be expensive. Frozen and canned, low-sodium vegetables are often cheaper than fresh. Beans and lentils are among the most affordable proteins. Buying whole chickens and cutting them up yourself saves money. Store brands are usually just as good as name brands. Buy produce that's in season. It's fresher and less expensive. Check if you qualify for programs like SNAP, food stamps, that can help with grocery costs. I live alone and don't want to cook big meals. Cooking for one can actually work well with this plan. Make a full recipe and freeze individual portions. Buy single pieces of fish or chicken from the butcher counter. Use smaller appliances like a toaster oven or mini slow cooker. Many recipes can be halved. Fresh produce often comes loose, so you can buy just what you need. What if I have other health conditions? If you have diabetes, kidney disease, or other health conditions along with high blood pressure, some of these recommendations might need adjustment. Always check with your doctor or ask for a referral to a registered dietitian who can create a plan tailored to your specific needs. This is especially important if you're on medications that affect potassium levels. Food doesn't taste good without salt. This is common at first, but your taste buds adjust. It usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks for your palate to adapt. In the meantime, use fresh herbs liberally. They add amazing flavor. Try salt-free seasoning blends. Use acidic flavors like lemon juice, lime juice, or vinegar. Add heat with black pepper, cayenne, or red pepper flakes. Roast or caramelize vegetables to bring out their natural sweetness. As you make changes to your diet, it's important to stay in touch with your doctor. Here's why. Your blood pressure medication may need adjustment as your diet improves and your blood pressure comes down. That's a good thing, but it needs to be monitored. If you're taking medication for other conditions, some dietary changes might interact. For example, if you're on blood thinners, sudden increases in vitamin K from leafy greens should be discussed with your doctor. Schedule regular check-ins to monitor your progress. Ask your doctor if you can have a home blood pressure monitor so you can track your readings. This gives you immediate feedback on how your dietary changes are helping. Consider asking for a referral to a registered dietitian. Many insurance plans, including Medicare, cover nutrition counseling for certain conditions. A dietitian can create a personalized meal plan and answer your specific questions. Bring this information with you to your next appointment. Your doctor will be pleased that you're taking an active role in managing your health. Making changes to your eating habits is a journey, and like any journey, there will be ups and downs. Here are some ways to stay motivated. Focus on how you feel, not just the numbers on the scale or blood pressure monitor. Notice your energy levels, how well you sleep, and your overall sense of well-being. Celebrate small victories. Chose a low-sodium option at the store? That's worth celebrating. Tried a new vegetable? That counts too. Don't aim for perfection. If you have a meal that's higher in sodium than you planned, just make your next meal a healthier choice. One meal doesn't define your progress. Find support. Maybe you have a friend or family member who also wants to eat healthier. You can share recipes, cook together, or just check in with each other. Keep learning. The more you understand about nutrition and how it affects your body, the more empowered you'll feel to make good choices. Be patient with yourself. Creating new habits takes time. Most research suggests it takes about 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. Give yourself grace during this process. Remember, every healthy choice you make is an investment in your health and your future. You're doing something wonderful for your heart, and that matters. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you feel more confident about creating a heart-healthy meal plan that works for you. Remember, you don't have to do everything perfectly or all at once. Start with 1 or 2 changes, build from there, and be kind to yourself along the way. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Senior Daily Living so you don't miss future videos. We're here to support you in living your healthiest, most vibrant life. In our next video, we'll be talking about the anti-inflammatory diet for arthritis. Another important topic that will help you feel your best. Take care of yourself, take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, be well.